welcome back to our channel. Here at Finchley Kitchens, we design bespoke spaces to suit each of our clients. This is a great kitchen to show you because we actually had some very awkward niches to work around. We had some low ceilings of 2.3 meters, and then here, as you can see, we have very tall ceilings and it's about 3 meters here. So for the awkward niches and the tall ceilings, we were able to maximize the storage by taking units all the way up to the ceiling and reducing and increasing the depths of our units. So we were able to do this because we supply a bespoke German kitchen. The brand is called Pronorm, and they have multiple different heights of units and multiple different depths of units. The client actually said that this was one of the main reasons that she chose Finchley Kitchens, because we were able to make the most of the awkward room shape and different ceiling heights that they had. So in this kitchen, we actually have 4 areas. We have the display area, serving area, cooking area, and the kind of wet zone, so wet sink and dishwasher and bin kind of situation is. So let's go through this first section. Here is a very nice big island. We have a 1.9 meter island and it's 1.2 meters wide. So it's not actually the largest island, but it does feel perfect for this space. And to me, it feels a lot wider than a normal 1.2 meter island. I think it might be because of the thicker worktop. We have a 30 mil worktop here. It's just making the whole island feel a lot more grand. So on this front side, we have a lot of storage. So externally here, it looks like 2 drawers, but we actually have an internal cutlery tray here. I always like to put an internal cutlery tray or an external cutlery tray on this side of the island when I have a dining area very close by, because it means one person can be cooking and another person can be laying the table and they don't need to clash. When you have your cutlery right underneath your hob or right next to your hob, then you have to kind of interfere with the person who's doing the cooking if, say, you want to lay the table before the dinner's ready. And then, of course, we've got nice big pan drawers down here, which is just used at the moment for extra plate storage. And then again, here we have more table setting. And you're probably wondering what is going on over here. The reality of when you're doing a big renovation is that not everything gets done at the same time. The client is actually going to purchase a wine cooler to go here, but as a wine cooler only needs to kind of slot into a space, this is not at the top of our list at the moment, so wine cooler is cut soon. The back side of the island, we have 2 90 centimeter wide cupboard units. They are set back and shallow depth to make space for an overhang here. So again, bar stools coming soon. This is actually going to be kind of breakfast station, but for now, this is just kind of a standing bar. Another really nice feature about this island, other than the fact that it's nice and thick at 30 mil, but it's the fact that we have a waterfall on both sides of the island. So no matter what way you're looking at this island, it just looks amazing. And of course, you can see we have this really nice Carrara Mysterio quartz worktop as well. Yeah, so we have a French door Samsung fridge with a water and ice dispenser on the door, and then above, as you can see, we have 2 sets of cupboards. So because the ceilings are 3 meters high here, we've been able to put units on top of units here. Usually we would just have one unit above the fridge to kind of make a nice housing, but we wanted to get as much storage as we could here, so we went all the way almost to the ceiling. We could have gone all the way to the ceiling, but once you get that high, it's just not very usable, to be honest. So yeah, really nice storage above the fridge. And then one of our favorite units is this 300 wide pull-out. And the great thing about the 300 pull-out that we provide at Finchley Kitchens is that it's on a soft close and a soft open. So if you have kids that kind of yank things open, you don't have to worry because it will just open slowly itself. And then Also, if you were to push it, it closes itself slowly. And you can tell because this is fully stocked with jars and a breakfast station essentials. And then, yeah, above another cupboard, more long-term storage because of course that is quite high up. So this was a serving station, so we are 1 out of 4 down. Now let's go over to the cooking area. So in this kitchen, we've also gone with the majority of the appliances being Neff. So we have a Neff combi and full-size oven, as well as a Neff induction hob. The extractor is actually a Westin extractor. We love Westin extractors. Extraction in a large open plan living space is very important, and they're doubly important when you have very tall ceiling heights because hot air, grease, it all rises. You want to be able to have a very powerful extractor that's able to kind of catch all of those smells before they get released into your room. So that's why we went with a Westin extractor in this case. The hob as well is a very nice induction hob. So we've got space for one large pan in the middle. It has a flex zone on the right, which means you can combine 2 cooking zones into one for use of a griddle pan, or if you wanted to put an oven tray on there, you get nice even cooking across. And then here we have space for a smaller pan and a medium pan. As for the worktop, you can see we have a 70mm upstand, which goes all the way across, but behind the hob, we've actually raised the worktop, so no grease or anything is getting stuck to that wall. It's going to be nice and easy to wipe. We have 3-meter high ceilings here, so we've gone with units on top of units. Again, the top ones are going to be more long-term storage, but as you can see, I mean, for me, that's still reachable. So we have a lot of storage here. These shelves are also adjustable, so each client can kind of customize each drawer to their needs. As for the oven area, we have a drawer below the oven and a cupboard above. This drawer below just raises the oven a little bit, so you don't have to bend down to use the oven ever again. Now let's go over to the third area that I was talking about, and that is the kind of wet zone. You'll actually see that it's kind of hidden in this little cove, which I think is actually really nice because you could have dirty dishes here and guests over there and nobody is going to know what's kind of going on over here because it's kind of hidden by this little galley. So we have drainer grooves here, and because we have a quartz worktop, once you cut the drainer grooves you can still see the veining going through. If you're thinking about going for a porcelain worktop, then I like to kind of avoid the drainer grooves just because once you cut out the drainer grooves, you don't see the veining anymore. Like all of our clients wants storage, functionality, and that's exactly what we did by going with lots of drawers. So we have drawers either side of the hob, underneath the hob, and then here we have 2 300-yard pullouts. And what I like about these is that you can get to what you need from both sides, and it just kind of pulls everything forward. And by having 2 side by side, you can have separate things in each. And then we have the dishwasher because we like to have bin, sink, dishwasher in that order. This dishwasher, of course, is on a touch to open, which is a really nice feature when you have messy hands but you need to put something in the dishwasher. And of course, the ceramic farmhouse sink. This is one of my favorite sinks for shaker kitchens just because I think a shaker kitchen and a farmhouse Belfast sink go so nicely together, and because we have a polished kind of white quartz worktop, this sink went great. And then of course we have 2 nice large bins here, and of course you're probably wondering what are these weird niches that she's talking about, because mostly we've had tall ceilings here. Well, actually, if we come around to this side of the sink, you'll see. So the ceiling has actually dropped from 3 meters to 2.3 meters here. And then we also have a staircase here. So we wanted to try and get as much storage into this section as we could, but without kind of altering the stairs. So what we did here is use our extra deep units on the base because we had the depth at the bottom, but then we use a shutter unit here, but our shutter units can be made any size. So we went with the exact size to take it right to the bottom of this niche here, which again is probably lower than 2.3 meters, and then made it fit just before the staircase. Our client's pride and joy is her DeLonghi machine. So we had to make sure that this machine fit in a shutter unit. And initially we were going to go with a slightly shallower unit, but then we measured the coffee machine and realized it wasn't going to fit. So we made the shutter deeper to fit the coffee machine. We've also got a bread maker in here. I've always wanted a bread maker. Never used one, but I just really like the smell of fresh bread. So might need to try and add that into my future dream kitchen. And then we close the shutter. Nobody needs to know what's behind there if it's a mess. And then below, as I mentioned, we have extra deep cupboards here, which our client has actually used for all of their appliances. I think that's a very smart place to leave all of your appliances, because usually appliances may be used every now and again, so cupboards are fine for appliances, and an extra deep unit means that because they're quite big and clunky, we've got lots of space here. They're all kind of spread out, nothing's on top of each other. So we have the shutter unit, and then this station right to the right, we have a kettle, toaster and bread bin, probably full of fresh bread. And then another nice big deep cupboard back here. And again, we've taken the worktop all the way across and into the shutter unit as well. So this is just a really nice breakfast station. Again, breakfast stations are usually an area of the kitchen that gets a lot of use and stays messy because you're using it in the morning. In the mornings, we don't have a lot of time, we're rushing. So if this area stays messy and somebody quickly comes around and pops in for a tea, you can keep them over there. They don't need to see the mess over here. And everybody will think that you just have a permanently clean kitchen all the time. So I really like the fact that this area is kind of offset and round the corner to the main kind of serving station of the kitchen. You can see the sloped ceiling here. This is actually the staircase, and we didn't want to kind of move this or kind of alter this because, of course, altering stairs is a very costly job. So what we wanted to do is make this a usable space, but kind of keeping this as it is, and that's exactly what we've done. So we've taken the unit, the shutter as high as we could, and kind of used this little niche here as a breakfast station. Can you see why this is my favorite part of the kitchen? Well, I'd say dining area, because this is its own standalone unit. It's a bespoke unit that we've created to kind of tie in the dining area and the living area, because we've used the same units below and the same quartz worktop, but then above, because this is a display area, it's kind of the adult section of the dining area, as our client likes to say. This wood bucket on the inside just adds a lot more interest because it's a different color, and I really like the graining as well. So because we've used glass shelves, you can actually see all the way to the back of the unit, and we've also got spotlights at the top, and of course lots of storage for kind of things from your travels, and of course a really nice bar area. This client actually uses this station for two purposes. She said that she wanted an area for to hold her drinks and display area, but also somewhere to hide her kids' kind of coloring things and schoolwork and books. So that's what we have down here. Little sneak peek. But the whole point of this being cupboards is that nobody needs to know what's behind there, but it's still very accessible for the kids because it's very low down. So this is their station, and they can grab anything that they need without interrupting mum and dad. So to finish off this unit, we've actually put paneling that goes all the way around the unit and on either end of the base unit, which just really finishes off the unit nicely, because it means we've now incorporated all of the finishes and textures that are in the kitchen into this bar area. and it just brings everything together and makes it look nice and cohesive. Thank you for joining us on this kitchen tour in Finchley. We loved showing you guys. We hope you got some inspiration from the details of this kitchen, because we know that sometimes if you have to work around kind of niches and smaller spaces and larger spaces, you may need some tips. So we hope that this kitchen provided you with tips for both of those scenarios. If any of the features in this kitchen really stood out to you, please let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Or you could also visit our showroom for more ideas. The details are in the description as always. If you enjoyed this tour as much as we did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And if you want to see another kitchen tour, click here now.